here's a little story about Gilgamesh with a hip-hop beat to keep it nice and fresh. But can this ancient story teach us something new? After all this time, are the lessons true? Let's take it back to where the story begins. Home of the Mesopotamians, ruled by a king that was part divine. The people of Uruk all fell in line. Now you'd think he'd do his people right, but he slept with all the ladies on their wedding night. The city hoped the gods would come to the rescue, so they made a hairy creature called Enkidu. Man and beast, it was quite complex, but the lady made him human when they had some. Well, she took him to the city to confront the king. When Gilgamesh was about to do his thing, a rumble ensued, and in the end, both the king and the newbie were the best of friends. Gilgamesh. Now, what would you expect these guys to do? They wanted an adventure, if that's a clue. On to the teeth, they set out west to become more famous than all the rest. The creature whom Baba was in their sights, but Gilgamesh was dreaming when he slept at night. They both were scared, but as you might expect, the creature of the forest had gone and wrecked. Now, when they got back, who was waiting there? Ishtar, the goddess, all bright and fair. Marry me, she said to her newfound hottie, but giving it to her, Gilgamesh was not. He told her about the guys to whom she'd been engaged. This set her into a full outrage. She got the bowl of heaven and let it loose, but our heroes demonstrated that they had the juice. Gilgamesh. Well, it turned out their behavior was a tad askew, so ended up and killed Enkidu. The king realized that he was just a man, so to get eternal life, he devised a plan. To the ends of the earth, he made a trip through a tunnel to a bar, then he found a ship. It took him to the guy that survived the flood. Utapishtim was his name, and he said, "Hey, stud, you can't get eternal life like me, but I'll tell you about a plant that's in the sea." To get that plant, he took a dive. Now he'd always have the power to survive, but the plant was stolen by a snake. Can you believe his luck? Why can't he catch a break? All his journeys made him realize that even though everybody lives and dies, when people in the future heard of his name, he'd live forever in all his fame. So that's a little story about Gilgamesh with a hip-hop beat to keep it nice and fresh.